Hey, welcome back. We are done with our summer series of Health with Hashimoto's, back to normal episodes. And today I want to talk about overwhelm because it is so common for women to feel completely overwhelmed with your health. Like you don't even know where to start to improve your health. I know we just did a summer series and it was 12 different tools. So obviously there are a lot of things, but then you go into like overwhelm of there's so many things. How do you know what to do? How do you know what to start with? How do you know what's right for you? There's so many options. It is so common to feel overwhelmed, to feel just unsure of what to do next. That is exactly why I created the Simple Habits program. I actually created it for another reason, is because you need simple, small things that are sustainable so that you can make progress. And so I created it. That's what we're going to talk about in this episode. I am so excited to share that with you. But first, let me welcome you to the Health with Hashimoto's podcast. My name is Esther Youngkin. I am a registered nurse. I spent 17 years in the emergency department, actually around the country, different emergency departments. And I got sick and tired of seeing this broken conventional Western medical system. I got sick and tired of not really helping people fix what was going on. Yes, it can patch them up in the emergency department if they have an accident or heart attack or something. That's why we were there. But I saw so many people coming in for chronic things that I knew that there were solutions for, but they didn't know that. So I went back to school. I became a holistic health educator, still an RN, and now I help women, especially women with Hashimoto's, figure out their root causes. Because if you don't know your root causes, then you can't take action on them. And if you can't take action on your root causes, then they continue to do what they did in the first place, which was trigger or start your problem. They can worsen your autoimmune problem, or they start new stuff. We don't want that. We want to be healthy. We want to feel like we used to. We want to feel like ourselves again. And that is what I help women do. So welcome to the podcast. This is episode 163. And if you need a place, if you're new to this and you need a place to start, you can start at episode 0 or 1 and episode 100. I kind of did a recap at that time. So those are two good places to start if you are new to the podcast. I just want to welcome you. Today, we are talking about the Simple Habits program because, like I said, women are overwhelmed. Women are busy. We don't even know where to start. And also, we need small, simple things. This program actually started on a whim. I was getting ready to go with my family to my aunt's house for the day. And I was like, oh my goodness, I should do a Simple Habits program, text-based, and, just help people with one habit a week. I was like, this is perfect. So I sent out a Facebook message or actually just posted it on my Facebook. And the response I got was amazing. So many people were looking for something like this. So I have run the Simple Habits program 2 different times. This will be the 3rd time, and it's grown each time. And the people are just so grateful for how their lives change as a result of the Simple Habits program and what they implement in the 12 weeks. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to teach you a ton of groundbreaking things that you've never heard before. What I'm going to do is I'm going to help you implement the simple things. Like, for example, you know that drinking water is important, right? I mean, if you don't have enough water, your energy fades. And of course, with Hashimoto's, we struggle with energy. And so what's one simple thing you can do? Well, let's figure out how to get more water in. And yes, in the Simple Habits program, when I am texting you, I define water because water does not mean just plain water. I prefer that, but I know that a lot of people don't. So that is kind of what you're going to get in the Simple Habits program. Let me tell you more about it. But first, I want you to know that this was designed to help you implement things in a simple way. It's designed to help you feel better without the overwhelm. This round kicks off mid-September and we finish very early in December so that you can be done and you can be ready. You can have lots of energy. You can feel better. You can feel more like yourself. You can release some weight before the Christmas season starts. All right, so let's talk about the problem first. Overwhelm is huge. So much overwhelm. I mean, we've got the internet at the tip of our fingers. We have so much information. And like one participant said, she said, so many of us know what we should do, but it feels so overwhelming. There's so much. How do you know what to do? You get decision fatigue. I mean, there are so many decisions that you have to make every single day, and then trying to sort through the endless advice, applying it to your specific situation and your health. You're just like, I don't know, I'll figure it out tomorrow. And then tomorrow happens and you're tired and you have that decision fatigue again. And you're like, okay, I'm going to figure it out tomorrow. And it just keeps going. So like Lori said, this helps with the shoulds. We know what we should do, but it seems overwhelming. Well, the Simple Habits program is like, okay, here is a simple habit for you for this week. How are you going to apply it to your situation? I'm not going to come in and tell you, like, you need to drink, a gallon of water. First of all, I'm not going to tell you a gallon. And then I'm not going to say, you need to do it in this way and you need to do it by this time. No, I'm going to say, how much are you currently drinking? And if it's not the amount that you feel is adequate based on the calculations that I'm going to give you, then how can you increase it? But not like if you're at, 6 ounces of water in a day, first of all, that would be crazy. But I know some people are. Like, I'm not going to expect you to go from 6 ounces to a full gallon. That would be crazy. We're going to do just simple things. How can we gradually move you up? Because you got 1 week to figure this out. Let's implement and try. And on Wednesday, I'm going to text you. Like, how are you doing? Do you need to adjust? Maybe you're set too big of a goal, or maybe you tried something and it didn't work. And so now you need to reconfigure. That's awesome. That's what we're doing. We're going to learn, we're going to implement, we're going to do simple things at the time. Because the decision fatigue and the overwhelm, they're absolutely real. They're absolutely valid, but they don't have to be the end of the story. There is a solution to take away that overwhelm and to provide structure. And that is the Simple Habits program. So like I kind of alluded to, I'm going to give you one new habit per week. It's delivered in very small, bite-sized steps. I have to keep it small because it's a text message. I could do an entire podcast episode or a blog post on each of these, but I had to limit myself to a text message. So yes, you are going to get some education. You're going to get some tips. You're going to get some encouragement, but it's going to be small. You're also going to have built-in accountability. I'm going to give you the new habit once a week. This is what we're working on. I'm going to expect you to text back and say, this is how you're going to implement it. I'm going to give you encouragement and accountability. On Wednesday, I will text you and say, how are you doing? Maybe sometimes I'll give you a little bit more details about why this habit is important. Maybe I'm going to give you just a quote or something to encourage you. I am going to check in on Wednesday. This accountability part is key. And then at the end of the week, we're going to check in and we're going to celebrate. Always celebrate. Did you absolutely not do what you were going to do? Okay, but you did other things. There will be things to celebrate. I promise. Even if you don't do what you said you were going to do on Sunday, it's okay. There is absolutely no shame. There is no guilt in the Simple Habits program. It is encouragement. It is getting you back to where you want to be healthier, to have simple habits that you have implemented that change your overall wellness. So one participant said the simple way you presented in small, manageable bites and via text messages attracted me. Somebody else said weekly reminders via text are such a great way for a busy mom to make micro lifestyle changes. Yes, absolutely. That was Liz, and she is so busy. And yes, she understands the need for micro lifestyle changes. If you're going to do something big and massive, awesome. More power to you. Some people do the 75 hard. It's awesome. I could never do that. I guess never say never, but it's huge. And figuring out all of those things for a massive lifestyle change like that, that's a lot of stress. And I don't have time to deal with all of that stress. I don't have time to figure all of that out right now. I need small, manageable, and simple. That is what works for me. And I know that it works for so many others because I hear from them. So if you are in that same boat, then this program is for you. Ruth said, you have the unique balance of celebrating progress, even small, while challenging me to keep going. It's rare and it's valuable. That was Ruth. Thank you so much, Ruth. It is such an honor to be texting back and forth on a personal level with every single participant. And that reminds me, this is limited because I am personally texting every single thing. I mean, obviously I have the initial, like the Sunday and Wednesday, the initial things automated. But then you text me back and it is me personally responding to you. So for that reason, I do keep it limited to, the amount of people that I can actually text back because I don't want to slack off and not be communicating with people in the program. So yes, it is limited. Spaces are limited just so that I can provide that one-on-one support because I want to help you remove the mental load of deciding what to work on. And I want to help you stay consistent even when life is busy. I know absolutely life is busy. All right. So what did some of the other participants say as far as, what changed? Carrie said, I have a different perspective now. Even a little bit of time for myself counts. Somebody else was talking about consistency, even without perfection. She said, I didn't follow through on everything, but the texts and reminders kept healthy choices top of mind instead of going for months without focus. Oh, absolutely. Like I said at the beginning, you push it off the decision, you push it off until tomorrow because you don't have time to deal with it for today. And then pretty soon it's been months since you have tried to implement something new. So yes, absolutely. Consistency, even without perfection. And like I said, never any shame. All right, another participant said, I liked the idea of small habits that ultimately equal big changes. Yes, that is the goal. We want big changes. But just like a ladder, you've seen the image of a ladder with super, super, super big rungs, 5 feet in between the rungs. That's impossible to climb. Unless you're my teenage son, and then he could just climb up it no problem because he can do insane number of pull-ups. I cannot. How can I pull myself up if the rungs are 5 feet apart? But if a ladder has rungs every foot, I can climb that. And when you go up one, it's a whole lot easier to go up to the next one and the next one and the next one. That is what the Simple Habits program is. It's about having doable things. Nothing overwhelming. Just small, simple, doable. The Simple Habits program is for women at all stages. Whether you're starting out, whether you're ready for bigger changes, I'm not going to say in the program that you're not allowed to make big changes. No, you can make whatever changes and whatever habits are going to work for you that week. And then what you can maintain, because throughout the 12 weeks, you're also going to maintain. So the habit that you implement in week 1, you're going to work on that. You're going to refine it so that it works in your life. Obviously, it's not a habit after 1 week, but you figured out what works. And so then you're going to keep doing that in week 2, and you're going to add on something else that is very small. And so by the end of 12 weeks, you have changed so many things, but in small, manageable ways that work for your life. So the goal is better energy, better sleep, less stress, better immune system, feeling like yourself again. That is the goal. All right, so how about the details, right? You can go to the webpage and you can figure out everything. You can read all of the details. You can read more testimonials of people who have already done this program. Many of them, by the way, have done it twice. They did it in the first round and then they did it again in the second round. And that's for a couple of reasons. Some people wanted to make more changes. Like they made some small, simple habits changes in the first round, and then they wanted to solidify or they wanted to expand in the next one. Some people said that life got too busy and they kind of quit implementing. Some of them said that they forgot to do one, like vegetables. We talk about vegetables once. We do talk about sleep. We talk about diet. We talk about exercise. We talk about stress. We talk about so many different things. And so maybe they're just not doing one of those habits and they wanted to go back and do everything again. That's awesome. I did hear back from one person yesterday when I sent out a text about the Simple Habits program, and she said that she's still doing most of her habits from the last round, and she's still working, I think she said on vegetables. She said always a struggle, but she's thinking about it, and she is conscious when she's, planning her meals, and she's always striving for a little better, but of course, no shame. So details are on the website. I've got the starting date, which is September 14th. It's a Sunday. We always start on a Sunday. The ending date is December 6th, which is a Saturday, and it is before Christmas. And the cost is only $97. So this is the perfect time. Fall, we're all resetting. We're all falling back into new routines, old routines, getting the kids out to school. Maybe you're an empty nester and you're feeling like you need to reset because that's what we've always done in the fall. I don't know what it is for you, but I feel like fall is a perfect time to do a program like this, especially because it will get you to the holidays eating better. We are going to go through some habits of diet. We're going to go through some habits of sleep. I'm going to do my best to help you feel like yourself again in small, simple ways, because improving your health does not have to be overwhelming. Small steps absolutely add up. The Simple Habits program is designed to make the simple steps very doable for you. All right, so join the Simple Habits program directly for $97. There is, of course, a link down in the show notes. You can click over there. And on the website, there are two ways to get it cheaper. Number one is enroll in the Holistic Hashimoto's course. If you enroll in the Holistic Hashimoto's course before the Simple Habits program begins and you send me a message, you can be added to the Simple Habits program for free, because the Simple Habits program will absolutely go phenomenally with the Holistic Hashimoto's course. It's going to help you implement things. They work so well together. The other way that you can save money on the Simple Habits program is by subscribing to the Healthy Weight Stack. Now that, I've talked about it before, that is products. That is the mind-body GLP-1 system along with the Protandim NRF2. So those two things together help your body create more antioxidants. They help your body clean things out, clean up oxidative stress. And of course, what is one of the root causes of all autoimmune problems? It's your cells not working right. It's your body, your immune system being too stressed. And so we want to clean things up at the cellular level. That is the Protandim NRF2. It's amazing at that. And then the other part of the Healthy Weight Stack is the mind-body GLP-1 system. And that is going to help your body create more GLP-1. It's not a synthetic. It's not a pharmaceutical. This is your body doing the work to produce more. They've done 2 different clinical studies, and one of them found a 200% increase in how much GLP-1 the participants were creating. That is your body creating the GLP-1 that your body recognizes so that you don't have the pharmaceutical side effects. Absolutely phenomenal. I always want to help your body do what your body is designed to do. And it's not just the GLP-1. Your body also makes other hormones, other enzymes, other things that help everything work better. So subscribing for the Healthy Weight Stack and using that for 3 months is another way that you can save money on the Simple Habits program, because I really want you to have phenomenal outcomes. I know that you will get good outcomes by just doing the Simple Habits program. I also know that by combining it with the Holistic Hashimoto's course or combining it with a Healthy Weight Stack, you are going to up-level your results, because there'll be more things working in your favor. They're going to work in synergy together, and you're going to get more powerful results. All right, so head down to the show notes and click the link. By the way, if you choose the Healthy Weight Stack subscription option so that you can save money on the Simple Habits program, you do need to send me a message that you want to be enrolled in the Simple Habits program. I do not just automatically enroll you when you place that order. Also, you do have to use my affiliate link for the Healthy Weight Stack. And I know that there are other people who have affiliate links for the Healthy Weight Stack. If you want to support one of your friends, that's awesome. Go ahead and do that. Just know that you'll pay full price for the Simple Habits program. And like I said, it's only $97. All right, I am so excited that it is fall and we are back to full episodes. I have a lot of interviews for you for this year. This is my third, season. I have never called them seasons. It's the third year of the podcast, and I have decided to reach out to experts because you wanted that, or at least some people who are listening wanted that and sent me messages. So I think right now I will do about 2 solo episodes, and then every third episode will be a guest interview. Let me know who you want me to interview. I have some really special guests lined up for you. I'm excited to share those with you. All right, I'll see you next week on the Health with Hashimoto's podcast. Go ahead down to the show notes, click the link, and I will also see you in the Simple Habits program where we'll be texting back and forth several times a week. This podcast is for informational and educational purposes only. Please discuss any changes with your trusted healthcare provider. To take your next step, join our school community and explore the courses available there. You do not have to figure your health out alone. So that is school, SKOOL.com, and it is the Health with Hashimoto's community. I'll see you next time on the Health with Hashimoto's podcast.